Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and very warm welcome from Malik Stadium, MCA Master Cup Division 1, game number 18, and I'm here to look at the track. It's the same track used for the yesterday game, and we saw in the second inning, ball started to grip and spin a little bit. New ball is going to come onto the bat, but I feel with the overcast conditions and the dew around, there's quite a few dew in two balls going to be used. The surface may get a little wet at the top, so the spinners have a role to play. All in all, it's a hard surface, but I feel there's going to be spin and a little bit of sideways movement with the new ball. All in all, good conditions to bat first and look to put runs on the board. That's the way to go in this tournament so far, particularly in the last few games. So whoever win the toss would like to bat first. Something around 150, 160 should be a good total to defend. Very warm welcome once again from Malik Stadium for Master Cup Division 1, game number 18 between 7 districts and Pacific Group. Alongside me, Amdan Tair from Pacific Group, Mohammad Haider for 7 district, and the match referee, Mr. Umar Farooq. We are all set for the toss. Who's going to flip the coin? Hamdan Tair from Pacific Group is going to flip the coin. Heads is the call, and it comes down as heads. 7 districts have won the toss.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We'll bat first.
Bat first, obviously working for you and convincing win in the last game. Great team effort.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going well, and boys are putting in the effort, batting first, and putting runs on the board, and then we have a good bowling attack to defend it. So yeah, it's going good.
Any changes from the last game?
I believe we have the same squad. Yeah.
Same squad. Momentum is with you. Play well. Have a great game.
Thank you, sir.
Amdan lost the toss and fielding first.
To be honest, even we were looking to bat first, but then unlucky. But then looking at the conditions, I think it's fine. Doesn't matter. We're already seeing a bit of dew over here, so I think batting second will also be fine. Doesn't matter. We'll try to restrict them on a low score and then chase it down easily.
Composition of the team from the last game?
We have few changes today. You'll probably see in the games we have few new faces coming in today. So hopefully, we haven't won the 2 games, but then. A new day, maybe we can win the game today.
Yeah, there's a combination of youth and experience, and obviously Pacific Group has been giving a lot of opportunity to the youngsters, and you have come a long way. You would be wanting to do well in this tournament, leading from the front at the top of the order.
For sure. Since the beginning, they've been supporting the young players, me or maybe so many other players as well. So we've come a long way, and then looking at more new young faces feels good, and we've come a long way. Hopefully, we can score.
Your dad is here, obviously.
For sure, he's gonna be here. He's there in every game, so he'll be there here soon.
People like him are a real blessing. Play well, fine. All the best. That's the news from the center. 7 districts have won the toss and they've decided to bat first. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and very warm welcome once again from Malik Stadium for the game number 18 of the MCA Master Cup Division 1. Today, 7 districts taking on Pacific Group. Muhammad Haider of 7 districts won the toss and he's deciding to bat first. It's the same track used for yesterday's game, where 152 was chased on the last ball by VN Shipping against Ajman Heroes, and the later on ball spun a little bit, so it's going to be interesting here. All set. Here we go. Irfan Khatak is the bowler. Down the leg side. It's going to be leg bias. Or has he got some bat on it? It's off the bat. That's a useful start for Mohammad Mohsen. Tucked away. Not a great start by Irfan. Just drifting on to the pads and a little bit of bat there. Fine glass for 4. Good start for 7 districts. Mohammad Mohsen, who played really well in the last game, is in good form. Lahore, once again, this is a new move from 7 districts management. Promote him as an opener. Last game he's gone for a duck. First ball duck today. Ah, beautiful shot off the back foot. That's raced away. Pass point for 4. The new ball coming on to the bat beautifully, and Mohammad Mohsen has cranked that off the back foot. Back-to-back boundaries. That's a very good start. He's off to a flyer. Irfan Khatak overcompensating on that occasion, giving a little bit of extra width. Short delivery, pulled away in front of square. Rashid Habib is there. Cuts it off. Another 2 runs there. That onto him a little bit quickly. Didn't really time that one. Still 2 runs there. Without loss, 7 districts. Again, down the leg side is going to be wide. Once again. Without loss, 7 districts. They're a confident bunch now. The back of a very fine win in their last game. It's a young team with a lot of depth and class. Plenty of potential to become a force to reckon in UAE domestic cricket. 7 districts. That's a beautiful delivery. That's left him off the seam. And Zishan Abid just having a shy there. Batsman was in the crease. That is the first delivery where Irfan got his length and line spot on and straight away, creating that impact. Didn't really time that one. Width was there, but that ball didn't come on. Pacific, a young side. He's got some experience as well. Today Amdan Thair making a comeback and he's leading the side. Beautiful shot. That is a great shot. Unfortunately, he didn't find the gap. He's looking good. He's 11 for none after one. It's going to be Sajjad Murshid who's going to take the ball, new ball from the pavilion end. It's 11 for none, 7 districts after the opening over. Nice shape, beautifully bowled. Lahoru's leaving that one alone. He's going to be wary to get off the mark. In the last game, he was dismissed first ball. Lahore. Nicely played off the back foot. Good fielding there by Rashid Habib. Backward point. Still plenty of batting to come. Rais Ahmed is there. And 3 is in good form. There's a change in the field. Mid wicket coming across to the offside. And the man from 45 has come to mid wicket. They got a deep fine leg. No square leg back. Third man is there. He's getting the ball to shape. He's a skitty customer, is Sajjad Murshid. Beautifully bowled once again. Plays it with the angle bat. Gets off the mark. He will be relieved. Lahore. Nicely bowled, right behind the line is Mohsen. Beautiful shot over mid wicket. That's a wonderful shot there. That's brilliant batting. That's a very good shot by Lahore. That will boost his confidence. Onto the front foot and picks the length and pulls it over mid wicket. Again, he pulls it in front of square. What happened there? Just fell in front of the man. 2 overs gone, 19 for none. This is a very good start for 7 districts. 2 overs, 19 without loss. Mohsen and Lahore both looking good. Irfan Khattak will continue from the far end. Short delivery and pulled away behind square. And it's gone for 4. That's not great bowling. Bowling halfway down on this pitch. Beautifully played there by Mohsin. Man was back at square leg, but he hit it behind square on the leg side. And that's a top start by the openers. So 7 districts as a team, they're coming along. Now the openers are providing them good starts. They got a good middle order and some finishes. So plenty of depth there. Good spinners, genuine fast bowlers there. Shape of Shahid Nawaz and Almas. This time has gone through the gate. Oh, it's a no ball. Can you believe it? Irfan overstepping. Asif Chaudhary in action, calling that one. Irfan just checking with the umpire. And Zishan Abid was convinced. You can see in the replay whether he got a nick onto that one. But all in all, it doesn't count now. Now it's going to be a free hit. Rubbing some salt to the wounds, as they say. That's the replay. Irfan. Clearly over. That's a very good call. And he's knocked him over on a free hit. But that won't count. Irfan. Just overstepping. But that was a very good follow-up delivery on the free hit. He's knocked the middle stump over. Perhaps Mohsin was looking to hit the ball too hard and lost the shape. Once again, the replay. Clearly over. The popping crease. Great camera work there by the production team. Irfan Khattak, expensive so far. He hasn't got his line or length right as yet. Nicely played towards mid-off. Good piece of running there. Oh, that's a good ball. Little bit of shape out. There was width. Mohsin was a bit tentative there. Pacific group, they got to get their lines and length right. The opening bowlers make some inroads. It's going to be interesting. And we see the first sign of spin. Will they get some purchase out of this track? Yesterday in the second inning, the ball ready turn. Nicely bowled. Falls off in his follow through. Hope all is okay. His spikes got stuck. Big man. Just fell over there. It's a very good start. 7 districts. 27 without loss. Lahuru. Drives it. Straight to the man, looking for a quick run in. That direct hit, I think he's gone. There was a mix-up between Muhammad Mohsen and Lahuru. He was looking for that run. That's brilliant piece of fielding there. And I think he's gone. Well, against the runner play, it's unfortunate for Lahuru, but brilliant piece of fielding there. Brilliant fielding there by Hassan. And that's the end of Lahuru and 7 districts. 27 for 1 after 3. New batsman is the skipper. He's coming in to bat now. Good umpiring there as well. He's gonna come at bat in 3 today, Muhammad Haider. Slight mix up there. That cost him. Disappointment for the youngster. Jubilation for Hassan and Pacific Group. And there's a bowling change from the pavilion and it's Jiju. The experience of Jiju will come handy with a new ball. If there's any assistance, he will get it. He pushes the long off back. Square leg in front of square on the onside. Third man comes up in the circle. Jiju. Straight away on the money. It's beautifully bowled. It's pretty accurate. Haider moving himself up the order today. So he's got a responsibility and he's taken that extra responsibility on his shoulders to come in at 3. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of role he's looking to play. Is he come in as a pinch hitter to really go after the bowling, or he's just come in to preserve wickets and play that anchor role and lengthen his batting? So the tactics we will come to know in a while how he approaches his innings. This time it's gone up in the air. 2 fielders colliding. And the catch has been dropped. Maruf Merchant there. I hope he's okay. The youngster Maruf Merchant. Is he okay? Well, that could be dangerous. Ball was up in the air for a long time. Mohammad Mohsen looking to use his feet. Gets the top edge. And it was in the air for a while. Oh, that's a big miss. Meanwhile, players are having a little break. That's a replay once again. Let's see top edge. Well. I hope they both are okay. But a costly miss this could be for Pacific groups. Mohammad Mohsen dropped at 18. Heather using his feet and deflecting that one beautifully. Jiju tried to follow him. Beautifully glanced. This is a good start from Mohammad Heather. He's walking across his stumps, advancing down the pitch just to disturb the length of the bowler. Jiju followed him. Beautifully tucked. Pass fine leg for 4. .34 for 1. Nicely bowled. It's end of the over. 4 overs gone. 34 for 1. Murshid will continue. Tight line around off stump. That is a good delivery. Seven districts, 35 for 1. Mohammad Haider moving himself up the order. So far he's looked good. Tall man, high back lift. Slashes it past gully. Third man is there. That was dangerous. Just hanged his bat around off stump, poked at it, gets away with it, flown away over gully. Short delivery, a slow bouncer, beautifully bowled by Murshid. .36 for 1. Murshid has bowled well, giving himself room, trying to hit the ball hard. Mohsen That's not a way to go on this track. Just need to time the ball. And Heather straight away going up to him and having a word. Another slow bouncer, but beautifully played. This time over short fine leg. That's gone for 4. Perhaps he's getting carried away with that short pitch stuff. Just need to bowl the length. Umpire is just saying that it was below shoulder. Mohammad Mohsen, 24 of 18. Short delivery, beautifully played. That one crunched away for 4. In front of the square. That was the quicker bouncer. Time it beautifully. 5 overs gone. It's 44 for 1. After 5 overs, 44 for 1. 7 districts and Mohammad Mohsen is well set on 28. Jiju will continue. Oh, that was a slow delivery. And Heather was a bit tentative. He was looking to play the big shot and then he just held himself back. Risky runs also sneak through. 45 for 1. It's not a bad start on this pitch. Again, 150, 160 would be a good total. Plenty of dew today. 2 balls, new balls being used, 1 from each end. Played. Oh! Another one has gone through the hands at mid-wicket. Jiju has been so unlucky. He can't believe his luck. Dropped at mid-wicket now. Fielder perhaps didn't quite pick that one up. Second opportunity for Mohammad Mohsen. And that man on screen will be touched nervous now. Heather gives himself a little bit of room and slaps it. Pass mid on. That's good counter-attacking batting from Mohammad Heather. So far he's looked good. Coming in at 3. That was the drop catch. Straight to mid-wicket. Oh, can't come easier than that. That was a dolly. Heather once again hits it. This time straight to mid-on. Another misfield. Another couple of runs there. That's very casual there. At mid-on. Pacific group just struggling a little bit in the field. 2 drop catches, couple of fumbles. Jiju can't believe that. He's bowled well without luck. He should have had Mohsen twice. Chops it. Backward point. No run there. Jiju. Slow delivery. Straight to Ahmed Shafiq. He has a shy at the stumps. No damage done. It's going to be 52 for 1 after 7 districts. That's the power play signal by Asif Chaudhary. 6 overs completed. It's 52 for 1. There's going to be first sign of spin from the far end. Rizwan KS coming on. This is the real battle. Starts now between the spinners and 7 district batsmen. How this pitch is going to behave. What's a good total? Batting first. It's going to unfold now. Not my spin with that delivery, just went straight on with the arm. Really get it to grip. Nicely hit by Heather. You'll find the gap between Vidon at deep mid wicket. Beautifully hit, powerfully hit off the back foot. That's another boundary for Mohammad Heather. He's looking good. .57 for 1, 7 districts. Nicely bowled, the quicker one, full and straight, dot ball. Projected total 175. I think 175 would be a very, very good score on this surface. Another dot ball there. That's beautifully bowled. The arm ball coming back in. Rizwan getting into his groove now. Zishan Ahmed behind the stumps. Very fine glove man. And Heather goes long. Has he connected it properly? Yes. That's gone all the way. What a strike here by Mohammad Heather. And this move coming up the order has really worked for 7 districts for him. That's beautifully timed. He's a tall man. Very good striker of the ball. And that has been hit cleanly. Likes to move around the crease more often than not. That's his style. He's got long levers, Mohammad Heather. That's a very good over for 7 districts. 7 overs comes to an end. 64 for 1, 7 districts. Jiju continuing. And Mohammad Heather goes across the line. Gets the top edge. Past your third man for another boundary. Useful runs coming for 7 districts and Mohammad Heather. And Jiju. It's a night to forget for him so far with the ball. He's bowled really well without luck. Got Mohammad Mohsen dropped of his bowling twice. Now he gets the edge and he flies past third man for a boundary. Heather on to 26 of 14 deliveries. Another outside edge there. This time, the short third man fielder cuts it off. .69 for 1 in the 8th over. 7 districts. That's looking good. Looking set for a big score as well. Jiju from the pavilion end. Beautifully cut. He threads the needle between backward point and short third man. That is a beautiful shot. Not an easy shot. There was not much width there. Basically cut that one off the front foot. That's beautifully played. Great placement. Useful boundary. Nicely bowled. Pacific, they really need a couple of quick wickets because it's a long batting lineup. And they got a very good bowling attack as well. So they got to restrict them. Around 150, 160. If they don't pick up wickets, Seven District have the ability, they bat deep. They can take this past 180, 190. That would be difficult. Heather once again hits it hard to long on. Only be single there. Jeju from the pavilion end. Nicely steer again. Good piece of running there by these two. That's the end of over number 8. They're 76 for 1, 7 districts. 7 districts, 76 for 1. Both batsmen are set. Rizwan KS will continue. Struck outside the line. Has struck outside the line. He's looking to just paddle it past fine leg. One KS hits hard off the back foot. That's beautifully played there, but the fielder is there. He's giving himself room. Hit that one hard. 50 runs partnership comes up between Mohammad Mohsen and Mohammad Haider at a very good pace. Great platform for 7 districts. Now he'll slowly want to accelerate. Again, he looks to go through the onside. Another misfield there. This time by Hassan. 2 runs there for Haider. That's the replay. He's looking to paddle it. Clearly struck outside the line. Very good decision by the umpire. He's gone. Well. Has he got the inside edge onto the stumps or what happened? We will look at the replay, but end of a useful innings from Mohammad Haider comes to an end. He's gone for 30 of 17. A much needed breakthrough for Pacific Group. Well, that's the replay. Dismissal of Mohammed Haider. Clean bowls him. He gave himself too much of a room. Welcome breakthrough for Pacific Group. New batsman is Rais Ahmed. He has a wonderful tournament just in the last couple of games. He hasn't been at his best, but he's a quality player. If he gets sacked, he can really take the game on. Quality player. Quicker delivery. Left alone by Rice. He thought it was a wide. Clearly inside. Here's one. KS. Beautifully played off the back foot. Straight down the ground. He gets off the mark. 9 overs gone. It's 80 for 2. Another bowling change, and it's a right arm leg spinner. Maruf Merchant into the attack. He needs to get his length right. He's a quality bowler, a childhood prodigy. Son of Mahmood Merchant, very passionate cricketer himself from Mumbai. So cricket is in his bloods. He's been practicing hard over the years. He has got all the variations. Just struggling a little bit as a leg spinner to come on straight away. In these conditions, the ball is slightly wet to really grip it. But once he lands them in the right area, he's handful, Maruf Merchant. Oh, that was the wrong one. Beautifully bowled. Nicely played by Reis, working it in the gaps, looking to rotate strike. Jiju there in the covers, exploring the youngster. Short delivery. Oh, can you believe it? Another misfield, but only one run taken. It's not great running there between the wickets by these two. So far, he hasn't conceded too many runs, but his length is not quite spot on. He hasn't made the batsman stretch on the front foot. This could be a wicket here. Yes, straight to Amjad goal. And Rais Ahmed perishes. What a big wicket here for Pacific Group. And Maruf Merchant strikes. Nicely flighted. Rais was looking to go over the top. That one gone straight to long off. And Amjad Good takes a very good catch, a neat catch. After 10, they're 84 for 3 now. That's a replay. Maruf. That was flighted. Was in the slot, but just his weight was on the back foot. Didn't quite got it. Straight to Amjad Gul. He's signaling he didn't pick up in the light. That's a wicket. 84 for 3 after 10. Mohammad Kashif is the new batsman. Played brilliantly in the last game. These two are absolutely key now. Kashif is an integral part of this 7 district batting lineup. He's a very useful batsman, especially against the spinners. Early on in the tournament, he was opening. Now he's been given the role in the middle order. Last game, that's 66, where he just took on the spinners with those switch hits. He's brilliant. He plays the switch hit so well. I've seen no one in domestic cricket in UAE play that shot better than him. Absolutely brilliant. Mohsin is looking to hit the ball hard also. These two have opened in the start of the tournament. But now that Kashif been moved down the order, still they got a very good understanding. There you go. He goes for the reverse flick and finds the gap. That's gone for 4. That's trademark Kashif. Although he didn't got that right out of the screws. The elevation was not there. Normally he hits it for 6. A smile. That's a boundary for Kashif. Labunovas is 91 for 3. Maruf Merchant will continue after a successful over where he picked up Rais Ahmed. Nicely flighted, but hit long and hard over mid-wicket for a 6. That's a great hit into the corner box. Wow. That wasn't a bad delivery. Beautifully hit there by Mohsin. Down on one knee. And he's hit that one long and hard for 6. Once again, he goes for the big one. He clears deep mid wicket once again. That's a huge 6. Back-to-back 6s. And another 50 here by Mohammad Mohsin. 54 of 34. He's gone after the young leg spinner, Maruf. And hit him twice over mid-wicket for 6. Wide of long on the first one. He's celebrating. That's a very, very good half century. Been slightly lucky there. Got a couple of let-offs. But nevertheless, he played brilliantly for his 54. Punched off the back foot straight to covers. No run there. Maruf has been put under serious pressure by Mohammad Mohsin. Will he toss it up again? He does. This time is in the air. And that one is gone as well over long off. Initially, I thought that long off Amjad Gul was in business because that one went up in the air. But clears him comfortably. That's the third six of the over. 109 for 3 now. And Mohsen has moved to 16, no time. Again, punched off the back foot. This is a big over for 7 districts. 19 runs so far. Still one delivery to go. Will Mohammad Kashif go for the switch hit against the leg spinner? Well, Mohammad Mohsen is well set. Can he get 100 tonight for 7 districts? If he does, they are well placed to get to 200. Yes, there you go. He goes for the reverse. It's going to be the leg buys. Struck outside off stump. Oh, there's slight bat there. End of the over. 12 overs gone. 111 for 3. For 3 and Rizwan Cass continuing. He's been reasonably tidy. Hasn't got the ball to spin as most of the left arm spinner done in this tournament. He's pretty accurate. This time Mohsen once again goes straight and this time is caught by Sajjad Murshid. Missed times one. He had 3 sixes in the previous over. Now taking on Rizwan. He's been caught at long on. Zamir Abbasi is the new batsman, the left-handed batsman. Useful player. He's a good all-round cricketer. Primarily in the team as a left-arm spinner. That's a replay. Rizwan picking up an important wicket. That was the arm ball. And was in the slot, but really didn't time that one. Straight to Sajjad Murshid, who takes a good catch. A much-needed breakthrough for Pacific Group. Abbasi gets off the mark. Kashif. This time he looks to play the conventional sweep. Misses it altogether. White ball is the signal. Iswan has done well. He picked up Muhammad Adar and Mohsin. Pacific group just hanging in there. That wicket was important. Wicket of Muhammad Mohsin. I'm sure he's going to slow down the scoring rate. Another wicket here would get them back in the game. Nicely played. Running hard. It's going to be only one there. 115 for 4. Samir angles the bat towards point. No run there. Dot ball. That's what happened. Wicket fall. New batsmen come in. You get these dot balls. And you drop the run rate down. That's the best way to stop a team, is to pick up wickets. Zamir Abbasi nudges it to mid wicket. That's great piece of running. Very good placement. Quality cricket from Zamir Abbasi. 13 overs gone. It's 117 for 4. Welcome back once again. 121 for 4. 13.1 overs. Outside edge. It's gone fine. Third man is coming around. Rizwan does well. Wayward throw. Was a tough take for Zishan Abid. And they sneak for another extra run there. Sajjad Murshid has been brought back into the attack after that expensive over of Maroof Merchant. Game is in the balance. 7 districts. They got their noses slightly ahead. Beautifully played once again. Kashif running hard. Well, oh, he slipped on the non-striker end. Just lost his footing. Otherwise, I'm sure he was coming back for the second. Conditions are quite slippery today. There's been a lot of dew. 2 new balls have been used, one each from each end. So the players have to be a little careful, especially turning. Zamir Abbasi, the left-hander, batting at 6 today. Nicely played once again. Straight to point. Good running. Direct hit. That would have been close. Umpire has given him. He's given him. But we need to see the replay. It's going to be interesting replay. Umpire Asif Hussain, very confident. That's great umpiring. That's great umpiring. The direct hit and the second run out. That's very good stuff by 7 districts. Apologies. That's great stuff in the field by Pacific. This is the fifth wicket. Clearly gone. Well shot, Zamir Abbasi. And that brings Almas in the middle. Almas Ayub. So far a very lean tournament for him with the bat. And I tell you, if Pacific can pick up another wicket or two here, there's going to be a very, very good effort, because at one stage they'll look set for 200. Still possible with these two in the middle, but I'm sure that pressure of losing 3 quick wickets will affect the run rate. Another mix up, another direct hit. He would have been gone. This time Mohammad Kashif. Well. That's a lucky escape there for Kashif. Direct hit there. He was gone. Sajjad Murshid. It's going to be last ball of his third over. Straight away. No run there. Hassan, he's quick. He's a brilliant fielder. 14 overs gone. 125 for 5. A bowling change. Abhay Jodhan has been introduced into the attack. The right arm off spinner. 126 for 5. Close shave there in the last over for Kashif. That run up opportunity got lucky. Was stranded down the wicket. Almas still looking for his first run. Just playing it towards covers. Backward point gets up the mark. 6 overs remaining. 7 districts would be looking around 180, another 60 runs. The projected total 177. That would be a very good score on this pitch. He goes for the reverse. Today he hasn't quite connected it. Another inside eye there. Normally when he goes for the switch hit, he nails it every single time. See, one of those days it's not quite coming off. Almas hit that one hard. That's going to be a boundary. That was over pitch by Abhay Jodhan. Slapped down the ground by Almas. He's a strong guy. Big hitter of the ball. He has a lean tournament with the bat so far, but once he gets going, he's a very important player for 7 districts. He's that sort of finisher. Being him in good form. Oh, that one nicely bowled. Went on with the angle. He hits it. Don't worry about that one. That's gone into the practice area for a huge 6. And that experiment with Abhay Jodhan not quite working. 13 of the over, 138 for 5 after 15. $138 for 5 after 15 overs. That's a loose delivery. Lucky for him. Irfan Khattak going for the Yorker. Kashif hits it straight to the third man. He was looking to place that one. Irfan Khattak was expensive in his opening burst. He's got to be really careful and on the money in his second spell, because this is an important phase of the game. If Pacific Group doesn't quite get it right, they will be in chasing a huge total, somewhere around 200. Nicely played. Third man. It's going to be 2. That's good running. Another mix-up. He's gone. Can you believe it? I thought the second run was on. And Almas called him through. Then sent Kashif back. He was stranded halfway down the pitch. This is a third run out for 7 districts. Very, very important wicket there. Good throw from the fielder. A third man straight to Zishan Abid. But there was a mix-up. That's a huge wicket. 140 for 6. Kashif gone, run out. The replay is coming up. Nicely played. Third man. They were looking for the second. Oh, this mix up. Almas called him through, then sent him back. But that time, Kashif was committed and halfway down the pitch. That's gone. That's a big loss. The batsman is Wickham. He hits the ball hard. Wickham, good striker of the ball. But 7 districts just losing wickets at the wrong stage. With the dew around, and so far not much spin in this track. I think Pacific Group will look to contain them, and they believe that they got a good batting lineup. Likes of Jiju, Hamdan Tair, and few others. They can chase this one down. 170, 180 would be a tough ask. But they have the ability to chase it. And the conditions might help them tonight. So much dew around. Grass is wet. The outfield is quite wet. Ball sliding onto the bat. So all factors needs to be taken into account. Outside edge. So far it's a good over. That's little sloppy. That's the replay once again. That run out. Technically, if you see Almas, he's got himself in a wrong position. The bat should be in his left hand while turning. That's why when he saw that throw coming, he stranded his partner. That's a technical mistake. When you're running, your bat should be, when you're tapping your bat, your head should be facing towards the fielder. And he came around and he misjudged it. That's the end of the over. I believe they won delivery to go still. 142 for 6. Nice tide over there. Only 3 runs coming off. Irfan Khattak's over. Wickham and Almas Ayub. Another very good joker. That's a terrific over from Irfan. Good comeback in his second spell. 16 overs, 142 for 6. 16 overs, 142 for 6, 7 districts. Just losing wickets at the wrong time. Still they are in good position. Almas is a very capable player. And a bowling change from the far end. Jiju is coming on to bowl now. Good start, tidy start. None for 28. He was very unlucky. 2 chances got dropped of his bowling. Sometimes the statistics can lie. Nicely bowled once again. Hassan is there. Long on. Almaz goes long. That's a great hit into the practice nets. Wide of long on. That was in the slot. This is the ability this man has. And I just have a feeling tonight could be his night. That's a very, very good shot there. Strong man. He had a lean tournament up till now, but today is looking good. Slow delivery. Punched off the back foot. Jiju. That's beautifully bowled. Good change of pace. 151 for 6, 7 districts. They're looking very good position. Another 19 legal deliveries available for 7 districts. They would be looking to get 30, 35, 40 runs, whatever maximum they can achieve. And with their bowling, I think they're going to be very, very happy once again winning the toss and batting first and getting a big total. Pacific Group will believe they got the firepower in the batting top edge. That sums up the day for Jiju. Once again, he's gone for 40 of his 4 overs. And 7 districts, 155 for 6 after 17. "17 overs, 155 for 6, and Irfan Khattak will continue." That's a very good delivery. Bit leg-sided, but one of the over, I feel. Good bouncer there. Umpire hasn't signaled it. Irfan is a skitty customer. Bowled a very good over the last one. Only 3 runs given away. Strong man, big man. He's a big frame. This time he's hit it to deep cover. Man takes it. Maroof takes a very good catch. And Almaz once again looking good but gone. Against a run of play. That's an important wicket for Pacific Group. Width was offered, was there to hit, but unfortunately, he just sliced it to the man in the deep. The new batsman is left-hander, the youngster, Wahab, coming out. Is it Wahab or Haider Ali? It's the replay, the dismissal of Almas. Just sliced it a bit. Gone long way up. Straight to the man in the deep, Maroof. He's a very good fielder, safe hands. It's Haider Ali, not Wahab. There's another guy, Wahab, in that 7 district squad. Haider Ali is a mainstay with the ball. Dot ball. Muhammad Irfan. Beg your pardon. Irfan Khattak doing a fine job in his second spell. He was wavered with the new ball. But brilliant comeback. So far in his comeback, 1.3 overs, he's just given away 3 runs. Another dot delivery. Haider giving himself a little bit of room. He followed him. That's beautifully bowled once again. Nicely bowled, straight to cover. This is top class bowling by Irfan Khattak. 5 deliveries without a run. Bowling in the 18th over. That's incredible. This could be a difference later on in this game. Dot wicket, 3 dots. Can he finish strong? What a comeback from him. Hits it hard, straight. It's going to be only one there. Terrific spell, especially that second spell of Irfan Khattak. Outstanding. He gave 4 runs in his 2 overs. It's 156 for 7 after 18. And 56 for 7. And Haider goes across the line. Gets the inside edge. And he's gone. That one kept it low. Seven district lost their 8th wicket, 156 for 8. Has gone now. Shahid Nawaz coming into bat. That was short. That did not got up at all. Haider Ali was disappointed. He was looking to hit the ball hard. Well, what kind of delivery is that one? Abe Jothan becoming a medium pacer, trying to take the ball away from the right-hander. A quicker delivery. Gone wrong for him. Change of angle now. Shahid hits it up in the air. It's going to be a catch. Yes. Easy catch there for Hassan. And 7 districts just losing their way. 9th one gone. 157 for 9 now. Score of 180, 190. Now, all of a sudden, these wickets have really helped Pacific Group to stay in the game. Still 10 deliveries to go. And the new batsman is going to be Trindu Pereira. Walks out. Easy catch there by Hassan. Pereira walks out. Now 7 districts. It's imperative that they bat the remaining 10 deliveries. Still 170 is possible. But if they get bowled out, that 20 runs light may hurt them later on in this game. Abe Jothan flighted that one. Plays it towards long off. Now it's just a matter of 1 wicket. He goes over extra cover. The man is back. The sweeper cover. It's going to be only a single. This is a useful over for Jothan, picking up those 2 wickets. First over was an expensive one. Straight to cover, no run there. That's the problem. This stage of the innings, you should have enough wickets in the hand that you go after every single ball. But right now they're 9 down, so they can't afford to take any risk. A runner dot ball, terrific over. This is a great stuff by Pacific Group. 19 overs gone, 159 for 9. First delivery from Murshid has gone to third man for a single. The last over of 7 districts inning, 160 for 9. They were expecting somewhere around 118, 190, even 200 looked possible, but those wickets kept on falling at the wrong time, which restricting them quite a bit. Murshid, can he knock him over? Nicely played. Straight to point. That's intelligent batting by Vicker and Trindu Pereira. That one is hit really nicely over extra cover for a boundary. Wickham can hit them. That's a useful boundary. Got to follow him and ball straight. Width was offered. Beautifully played. That's a great shot. Wickham can bat. Three very important deliveries for both the teams. Murshid. That's a change of pace. Beautifully bowled. Back of a length. That's a rare dot ball. MCA Master Cup Division 1. Between 7 districts and Pacific. 165 5 for 9. This one is hit up in the air. Jiju is coming around. He takes it. That's the end of the innings. For 7 districts, 165 bowled out. And I must say, at the half-say stage, it's not a bad score at this wicket, but Pacific Group have the momentum. The way they restricted them just towards the end. They got a good batting lineup. It's going to be a very interesting run chase and a fascinating one. We will be back with the run chase in just about 10 minutes time from here onwards. Till then, stay tuned. Pacific Group. The talk in the hurdle. Just stay there. On the wicket, runs will come from a score of 118, 190. Likes of Amjad Gul, Rashid Habib, Hassan, Jiju, Hamdan Tahir. It's a very good batting lineup. That's a replay of the last wicket. Slow delivery and Wickham and try to smack it over long on, gets the top edge. That was a difficult catch. That went quite far in the air. Jiju, beautiful hands, safe as a house. Takes it. That's the end of the innings. We will be back with the live action in just about 10 minutes. Welcome back once again from Malik Stadium. Game number 18 of Master Cup Division 1. MCA Master Cup Division 1. 7 districts winning the toss and batting first against Pacific Group. And they've been bowled out for 165. At one stage they were looking well set to get to 200, but a very good comeback. The last part of the innings by Pacific, and that has given them that momentum and belief to go out and chase. Amta Anthai, the left-hander, very talented batsman, has played at the big stage as he's done well. And with him, Jiju, experience, class from Jiju. In the innings break, I was down in the middle. The ground looks really wet. There's plenty of dew in it. 2 new balls being used, and straight away spin. Haider Ali will continue. That was a little mix up there. Got to be careful. 3 run-outs in the inning of Pacific. The openers, they need to get off to a good start. Plenty of batting. One-handed, lofted, beautifully played by Jiju. He's an elegant player. And he hits it over the top. Little bit of width offered. Beautifully timed. That's the first boundary of the day. Another very good shot. The front foot, Jiju's looking good. He's got that positive intent. The new ball sliding on, not much spin so far. Just worked with the angle towards square leg. Man back there, Laheru. He's a wonderful fielder. Now it's going to be the left-hander Amnan Thair on strike for the first time. Run rate is not an issue, at least to start off. Nicely played towards mid-off, no run there. End of the first over. There's a delivery to go still. Amnan Thair. Nicely played. No run there. End of a tidy start. After 1 over, it's 5 for none. Pacific Group. Five for none after 1, and it's going to be Shahid Nawaz who's going to bowl the second over of the innings. 7 districts, tall, accurate bowler, bowls the channel. Oh, shy there at the non-striker end. Jiju made it comfortably. Shahid Nawaz is really handy with the ball. Tall. Hits the deck hard with his experience of playing first class cricket in Pakistan. So he's very much seasoned campaigner. Into his 30s now. Well, Hamdan Tahir shuffles across. He's got the front pad slightly across that one, but neatly played off the pads. If he missed that one, that would have been plum. Shahid Nawaz pulled away brilliantly by Jiju in front of square. But very good piece of fielding there. It's not great running. Man had to come around. There was time there for come back for the second. Bit slow off the mark. Hamdan and Jiju. Now it's the left-hander Hamdan Tahir facing Shahid Nawaz. Will he bring one back to him? Use of the feet and brilliantly done. Over backward point. Square cover. That's a great approach there by Hamdan. That's positive batting. Putting pressure on Shahid. Straight away. That wasn't a bad delivery, but the use of the feet has enabled him to hit over the top. Shahid Nawaz. Will he go short? No, just in the channel. Dot delivery there. Shahid Nawaz would want to finish strongly. There's been a boundary in his over. Hamdan Tahir taking him on over square cover for a boundary. Again, use of the feet, brilliantly played. That's a tremendous blow there by Hamdan. That's great counter-attacking batting from the youngster. Magnificent shot over long on for 6. They're having fun. That's a very good start by Pacific. 18 without loss after 2. 18 without loss, Pacific. And it's that man, Hamdan Tahir, who's looked $1 million against Shahid Nawaz in the previous over. Boundary and a 6. Nicely played. Jiju giving himself room, punching it off the back foot. Again, the running is just a little slow. Half stop there by the fielder. Haider Ali so far, not much spin for him. Normally he's not a big spinner of the ball. He darts the ball in.
This time he's played a bad shot, giving himself room and looking to hit over mid-off and covers. Completely mistimed that one. That one just fallen short of the man. Lucky escape from Dan. He just need to zone himself in. Another mix-up. That's his gone! Can you believe it? Haider Ali with the direct hit. And that wicket of Hamdan Taher. This is the 4th run out of this game. 3 for 7 districts and the first for Pacific. And that's the skipper, Hamdan Taher, who was playing so well. He just suicidal run there. Mix up. He's gone. That's a terrible piece of running between the wickets. That's the replay. Dismissal of Hamdan Taher. Hesitation. He called through Jiju. And look at that. He's so sluggish. His bat is in the air. He's just hoping against hope that Haider Ali will miss that one. At least there should be some desperation. You can get a dive in. Know you're in trouble. You got to put that dive in. Save your wicket. Well, that's cricket for you. New batsman is Hassan, the right-hander, very talented batsman. Son of Mohammad Nabi, Afghanistan, international cricketer. So blood in his genes and talent in his genes. So we're looking forward to see him bat tonight. Pacific. They would need runs from him. That's a tight delivery. Beautifully bowled. That's a tight delivery. Bat and pad together. "19 for 1. Haider Ali, tidy as usual." That's a tremendous shot. This is class of the man. Jiju, that wasn't a bad delivery at all. There was not much room. Just cleared his front leg a little bit. Hit it over the top. That's a top shot from Jiju to end the over. 3 overs gone. 23 for 1. That's the replay of the run out. Haider Ali, absolutely brilliant. Anticipated that one, got to the ball quickly and thrown the stumps down. 23 for 1 after 3. Hassan on strike for the first time. Down the leg side. It's gonna race away. Fielder is after it. Zamir. He does well. Look at the commitment from Kashif, the wicketkeeper. Chase that ball all the way to the boundary line. That's commitment for you. Shahid just drifting on the pads. Ball is gonna get wet. New ball from each end, but still, ground is really wet. Hassan gets off the mark. Can 7 district strike one more time? Well, that's a bit ambitious. Second delivery gave himself room. Looking to play the big shot. Shahid Nawaz's experience, how he is gonna ball. That was a very good length. Outside edge, straight to third man. Shahid has just pulled his length back. That corridor of uncertainty, making the batsman play. Game on here. We are really looking forward to the chase. It's going to be very interested. Could be in for a nail biter. Quality teams both. Oh, there's somebody moving behind the screen, or what happened? Jiju pulled out. Shahid Nawaz trapped on the pads. Shahid Nawaz once again, loose delivery down the leg side. Lucky for him that Jiju didn't got any bat on it. Otherwise that would have been a boundary. He's got to be careful, Shahid Nawaz. Not easy conditions to bowl. The wet ball. Moisture in the air. Shahid Nawaz. Brilliantly played. That is the class of the man. That shot worth more. The fielder was placed that hit it straight to the man. Jiju is timing the ball beautifully. Tonight could be his night. Hassan has gone over the top. Clear the inner field and couple of bounces. That's gone for 4. He's made his intentions pretty clear. 4 overs gone. It's 32 for 1. Pacific Group 32 for 1 after 4. It's a decent start. That suicidal run there by Hamdan Tair sent him back to the hurt. Lahuru coming into the attack for the first time. 32 for 1 after 4 overs, and Jiju and Hassan looking good. Loose delivery down the leg side. Not a great start for Lahuru. Lahuru. Short delivery. Beautifully played. Square of the wicket on the offside. That's class. That's a boundary. Welcome boundary there for Pacific. That new ball coming onto the bat. Sliding on. Wet outfield. Dew coming on the wicket. It's becoming easy to bat on, especially against the quicker man. Hit nicely, straight down the ground. Didn't quite time it, Jiju. He's looking good. So far, he's timed the ball really well. That one didn't really come on. Looking to hit through the line. On the other end, Hassan has made his intentions pretty clear. He's going hard. He's going after the bowling as well. Good start by Pacific. They are up with the run rate. Nicely bowled, Heru. He's a clever operator. He's bowled well throughout the tournament. And he's brilliant in the field. Very useful cricketer. Can bat as well. Brilliant. He's used his feet and hit him over extra cover. Wow. What an incredible shot by Hassan. He used his feet and got himself that room and just swing through the line. That's a big 6. Not an easy shot to hit that one over extra cover. Incredible shot by this young man. He's such a dangerous player. There's time again. He goes through the onside. Dangerous signs for 7 districts with these two in the middle. Beautifully worked. Man coming around. Oh, he's dropped it. The substitute fielder for Man Ali covered good ground, but Not easy conditions. The wet ball just slipped out of his hands. That's a life for Jiju. 5 overs gone. 46 for 1. 5 overs gone, 46 for 1, and it's going to be Zamir Abbasi for the first time. That's the replay of the last ball. Nicely worked, whipped off the wrist, but unfortunately, Jiju has provided that opportunity, and fortunately for him, that substitute fielder Farman has grasped it. That's a big let-off for Jiju. Zamir Abbasi. He's the second spinner, followed by Haider Ali. He's a good bowler. Not a big turner of the ball, but pretty accurate left-arm spinner. Experience. He's got long off back, deep square leg back. Well, that's a shout. The umpire is unmoved. The keeper was up for it. Kashif thought there is a slight inside edge. Umpire Asif, unmoved. He's a very confident umpire. Nothing was there. He's unmoved. Again, hit hard through the offside, misfield. This time Mohammad Mohsen. That's going to be a problem. Drop catch in the previous over. Now a boundary let gone by. Conditions are tough for fielding and bowling. There's plenty of dew, bad conditions. Down the leg side. Did it brush the pad? I think so. Samir continuing. 50 for 1 Pacific group. He's hit through the line, long off his back. He's coming around, he takes it. That's the much needed breakthrough for 7 districts, and Jiju. That ball just hanged in the pitch, stuck a bit. Good catch there by Mohsen. And Farman would be mighty relief. $50 for 2 now, and Jiju is gone. That's a replay. Dismissal of Jiju. Just stuck a little bit, and he got more elevation than the distance That one went quite far up in the air. He was looking to hit through the line. Gone for 20 odd. Jiju. New batsman is Abhay Jotan. Very steady batsman, but his strike rate is slightly on the lower side. But a solid innings from him will do wonders for Pacific. This is the stage of the game in this tournament when the spinners come on. Oh, look at that grip and turn. That's a beautiful ball to end the over. That's where it gets difficult. 6 overs gone, 50 for 2. Pacific. That was that big appeal for caught behind the previous delivery before Jiju was dismissed. Next ball. That's the power play signal. That 6 overs are gone. 50 for 2. Who will continue. Slow delivery. Nicely tucked away by Hassan. $51 for 2 after 6.1 overs. And Nehru was expensive in his opening over. Abe gets off the mark. That was a full toss. Hassan hit it straight to the man. Extra cover. That's where throughout this tournament, when the spinners come on, even the yesterday game, really change. Duke falling on the wicket. If the top gets little loose, little damp, it will start to grip and spin. That's where the batting can be difficult. So tricky situation here for both the teams. On the other flip side of it, it can be difficult to grip the ball. So both teams have got their work cut out. Hassan. Another full toss. Nehru gets away with that one as well. Nicely bowled once again. Good over for 7 districts. 56 for 2 after 7. Samir will continue. He's got that important wicket of Jiju, and he's getting the ball to drift and spin a little bit. That's good signs for him and Seven Districts. Muhammad Haider is just in his ear, consistently telling him. Punched off the back foot. Eight and a half is the required rate. Just a couple of good overs and it can jump to the 9s and the 10s. Then it becomes difficult. Difficult pitch to get in at times against the spinners. But once you're in, quicker delivery. Punched again off the back foot. .4 gone. There's 59 for 2. Slow going at the moment. Slowly that run rate is going to push up. Well, if Hassan stays in, he's a very good striker of the ball and he's very dangerous as well. Again, he picks up a single. Good batting there, rotating strike, but Seven Districts, they're keeping things tight. We are in for a very exciting game ahead. 8 overs gone, is 61 for 2. There is a bowling change and Wickham is coming into the attack for the first time. Abhijotan, nice work with the wrist. And Maas is there. So far, different tactics depending on the conditions. Almaz hasn't been introduced into the attack as yet. Haider is just rotating the bowlers around. Spinner from the one end and the medium pacers from the other end. That has gone up in the air and easily cleared long off. That's a magnificent shot from Hassan. Given himself room and that flourish of the bat. That's amazing shot. Just stand and deliver. You've got to admire the talent of this man. He's special. He's got a big future ahead of him. 25 of 13. Nicely played. Beautifully played. The third man was up in the circle. Use the pace of the bowler. That's excellent batting. Maybe 7 districts. They need another spinner. They can give the ball to the leg spinner, Race. Because the medium pacers with the due ball is coming onto the bat, making the batting look easy. Against the spinners, it's a different ball game altogether. Another loose delivery on the pads and beautifully played by Hassan. Flurry of boundaries. 6-4-4. This is a big over for Pacific. "15 runs so far of 4 deliveries. Still 2 deliveries to go, and the run rate has just gone down under 8. 90 required of 68. With the fast bowlers, it's much easier. Slow delivery. There you go. Intelligent batting. Good cricket all around. As a fast bowler, as a medium fast bowler, you got to really mix it around. You can't go pace with the wet ball in the wet outfield. And the pitch is sliding onto the bat beautifully. Wickham, expensive over, 16 runs so far. Another change of pace. And Abhijotan works it. Direct hit there. I think, yeah, has he made it? Lauru wants the umpire to go upstairs. And the match referee, Mr. Umar Farooq, will have a job to do, and the replay will be coming shortly. That was a direct hit. You never know with these direct hits. They are much closer than you think. He's running hard, Abhijotan. Where is the ball? Where is the ball? I think he's made it comfortably. Bat, grounded, grounded. Yes. He's in. Samir Abbas. Samir Abbasi will continue. Expensive over. The last one, 17 runs came. Zamir has bowled really well. 1 for 9 of his 2 overs. Straight away another dot ball, but no. Slight missed field there. Gone for a single. "79 for 2, 9.1 overs. It's going to be a dot ball. Wahab, very quick there. That's good work by Wahab. Backward point. There you see again spin. Things are much trickier than against the medium pacers. Oh, great effort there at backward point. Almost. That hit Kashif hard on his hand. Hard low throw. That will hurt. Wahab on screen is a substitute fielder. Athletic young man, brilliant fielder. There's going to be a stoppage in play as the wicketkeeper will have some medical assistance. We are back after a little break in play because the wicketkeeper, he was hit hard on his head. He's some Kashif, he's gone off. Now substitute for Man Ali, who's a wicketkeeper himself. Not playing today, but he's got the wish behind the stumps now. Zamir Abbasi. Can he pick up that wicket, that big wicket of Hassan? Thumped hard off the back foot. Straight to the man. Another fumble from Almas. Wet conditions is not easy. Nicely bowled again. It's getting a little bit of bite of the surface, that extra bit of bounce. It's totally a different ball game when the spinner is bowling on this track than the medium pacer. What Mohammad Haider will do next, what options he has. He's got 2 overs left from Haider Ali. Perhaps could give him one more, try and break this partnership and try to pick up that wicket. Again, another dot ball. Terrific over. Only 4 runs coming off it. Zamir Abbasi. Absolutely brilliant. 10 overs gone. It's 82 for 2. And it's going to be the leg spinner. Reis has been introduced into the attack at a very important phase of the game, because Mohammad Haider realizing there's not much for the medium pacers. Spinners are getting a little bit of purchase. Can't afford to use Haider Ali so early on in the game. With his 2 overs are important. So he's just taken a chance with the leg spinner. He's a good leg spinner, but leg spin is a difficult art, especially with the ball wet. It's difficult to control. But if Reis Ahmed can keep it tidy, it will really help 7 District's cause, because they need the 3rd spinner tonight. He has a job to do. Will Hassan look to take him on? I'm sure he would be looking to go after the leg spinner. He's a strong young man. Oh my words. That one capped low. Missed the leg stump so narrowly. He gave himself too much of a room. (84 for 2). Full toss down the leg side is going to be wide. Well. That was down the leg side. Nicely bowled once again from Reis. This is a good over so far. Backing up a good over of Sameer Abbasi from the other end. 3 runs so far. This last delivery is going to be very important. Run rate is almost again back to 9. Nearing on 9. Can he finish off well? That's an excellent over. Mix up there. No damage done. Overthrows. Can you believe it? That will frustrate the skipper. 11 overs gone. 86 for 2. Sameer Abbasi will bowl out. 1 for 13 in his 3 overs. This is a very good spell. The pressure building on the Pacific Group batsmen in the last couple of overs. Can he strike one more time for 7 districts? Especially wicket of Hassan will turn this game big time. Nicely played. Brilliant from the wicket keeper. Oman quickly onto the ball. Abhijotan needs to pick up pace. Struggled so far. 12 of 16 deliveries. Using the feet and slicing it over cover. And Almas lets it go through his legs for 4. Zameer is upset. You've got to be careful in these conditions. Get your body behind the ball. You can't rush. Take your eyes off the ball. The slippery conditions. And Almas has let that one go through. Quicker delivery. Nicely played. Pacific Group, they're looking in control as long as they keep wickets in hand. And now there's going to be a problem for Mohammad Adar because Sameer Abbasi will finish his quota. Who will follow him? He has to bring another medium pacer from the other end. So basically 7 districts have. Today they have 1 spin bowler short in this pitch. Nicely played. Off the back foot. That's going to be a boundary. Not a great finish to Sameer Abbasi. Still 1 delivery to go in his spell. He just clearly looked disappointed and frustrated with that boundary. Missed of his bowling early on. He's lost his line. That was a very, very good shot by Hassan. Look at the power of the young man. Off the back foot over cover. Terrific shot. Where every batsman has struggled, he's 44 of 25. That goes to show the class he has. And he's not finished. If he stays in there, Pacific may win with over 2 to spare. Pushing off the back foot. Another single. End of Sameer Abbasi's spell. A good spell. Comes to an end. 98 for 2. Pacific Group after 12. Reis will continue now. He's bowled a very good over previously. Pacific 99 for 2. The required run rate is 8.5. That's not an issue. 7 districts. They need a wicket or two. Beautifully played. That's a very good shot once again. But it'll be a single only. That's 50-run partnership, an important partnership between the two. Abe is slightly slow, but he's complimenting his partner on the other end, Hassan, playing a blinder, 46 of 27. 100 up for Pacific. 66 required of 46 balls. That's good batting. He's a busy player, is Abhijotan, working it into the gaps. But Race has bowled really well. He's been tidy till now. Quicker delivery. Nicely bowled. He's not a big turner of the ball, Race Ahmed. Mainly comes on with the arm. Gets some top spin. Doesn't have that big leg break. Still, he's doing a very fine job for his captain. End of a good over from Race. 13 overs gone. It's 103 for 2. Pacific. It's Lahore back in the attack. Starts off nicely. A misfield will allow Hassan to take a single. That's an interesting choice here by Muhammad Haider. Going to Lahore. He hasn't given Almas the ball tonight. He got options. He's got Shahid Nawaz 2 overs. Almas has full quota. Wickham can ball, but he was expensive. He's continuing with Lahore. Samir Abbasi finished. Haider Ali still 2 overs left. Race is doing a good job from the other end, but from where he can pick up that wicket? That is the thing. You need that wicket of Hassan. Because when the new batsman will come in, that run rate can easily jump to 10, 11, 12 in just space of couple of overs. So game is on the line for him. 61 of 40 deliveries. Hassan on 49. Full toss and punch down the ground. That's going to be his 50. That's a brilliant knock from this youngster. 50 of 32 deliveries. Come at a good pace. Some incredible shots as well. That 6 over extra cover was special. A lot depends on him. This game is not finished yet. Still work to be done. Abhijotan goes straight and long enough. That's a very good shot. Leheru clearly disappointed that on that occasion. And Abhijotan joining the party. That is a very important shot at a very important stage. One shot can bring the run rate drastically down to 8.53. That's once again the evidence of ball coming on when the medium pacers are wrong. 9 runs have come so far. That's way too many for 7 districts liking. Loose delivery on the pads. Hassan 4 fours, 2 sixes, strike rate 156.25. That's a top knock. Room offered and hits so hard over extra cover. Almas in the deep. Didn't have any chance whatsoever. That's gone for 4. Slowly, this game is drifting away from 7 districts. 14 overs, 117 for 2. 14 overs, 117 for 2. Ray Salmon continuing. He's done a good job till now. But 7 districts, they desperately need wickets. Early on, they were in a great position to get to 200. They just let that opportunity drift. Short delivery, beautifully played by Hassan. That's easy pickings. That was a drag down. Beautifully timed, that one. Behind square on the onside. Game is drifting away from 7 districts. They need at least 2 wickets quickly to have any chance of coming back. 34 deliveries, 44 required. Oh, he's hit that one so hard off the back foot. Straight to the man. At half stage, we felt that maybe they were 20-30 run light. That's proving to be costly for 7 districts. Outside edge is gonna race away. Wet outfield and skidding on. Another boundary. $127 for 2 now. Abhay Jotan is also picking up pace. He's played an important knock. He's played second fiddle to Hassan. Pacific group now is down, basically run a ball. Beautifully played once again, rotating strike. .38 of 32. Another single. Another good over for Pacific. 15 overs, 129 for 2. 129 for 2 after 15. 37 required of the last 5 overs. And it's going to be Haider Ali. This is the last opportunity, last hope for 7 districts. If Haider Ali can produce something really special, knock over Hassan, pick up a couple of wickets, then they can get back into this game. Otherwise, it's drifting away from them. Ground is so wet. Ball really coming onto the bat. Made it difficult for spinners and the fielders. They won the toss. They decided to bat first. They were in a position to score 200, but bowled out for 165. That was, I think, that's where they were. They have let themselves down. Hit hard through the offside. There's going to be another two there. Oh, great throw from Almas in the deep, and I think he's gone. Abhay Jotan was struggling. Took on the man, Almas in the deep. Is there a twist in the tail? I think he's gone. He's walking. Great throw there. Big mistake. When everything is going your way, you don't need to take risks. Abhay has paid the price. New batsman is. It's going to be Amjad Gul. Amjad Gul is their finisher. The stage is set for him. To come and finish this game. Strange things happen in cricket. Punched nicely off the back foot. He ran the first one hard. He was looking to come back for the second. He's decided to take on the arm. Oh, but the great throw and very good take there by Farman Ali, the substitute wicketkeeper. Again, I'm surprised when you're struggling that much. Why there's no dive, no desperation. The last step. You're playing professional cricket. You've got to dive to save your wicket. Amjad Gul on strike. First one, wow, that was close. Sitting on the back foot. That was very casual. Abhay Jotan. Amjad looks to hit it hard. Nicely played once again. Still, it's not over. You never know. Two quality players in the middle, especially Hassan is in, and Amjad Gul is a very, very dangerous striker of the ball. Played nicely. 134 for 3 after 16. That's the run out. From another angle, great camera work by the production team. He's looking to come back. Throw was so powerful. And he's gone. Good umpiring. And 34 for 3. 16 overs. The race is going to continue. Haider Ali decided to go with the leg spinner. Nicely played. That's a very good shot. Still only one there. Good piece of fielding. 31 of 22. Still anything can happen. No timing on that one. Oh, he slides. Lucky that he didn't overran himself. In the air. Thought of the skipper. Covers. You see the evidence. New batsman. It's difficult to start. And Amjad Gol is struggling a bit. He wants to play the big shots. He has the ability to club one over the ropes. Another single. This is good stuff from Ray Salmon. He's keeping few hopes alive for Seven Districts. The last ball. Will Hassan target him? Hit him over the top. Short delivery. Hit hard. Straight to the man. Mohsen. Can you believe it? That was a short delivery. And Hassan has played so well up till this point and hits one straight at the throat of Mohammad Mohsen. Wow. 137 for 4 after 17. There's a twist in the tail. Seven Districts. One thing for sure, they will fight hard till the end. That was hit hard. Unfortunately for Hassan, that one went straight as a pressure catch. Mohammad Mohsen takes it. There's going to be a ball change. And we will be back in few minutes. That's the replay. The dismissal of Hassan. Short delivery. He decided to hit it up in the air, but fortunately for him, he hits it straight to the man in the deep. And there's going to be a bowling change. For the first time, it's going to be Almas Ayub. Normally takes a new ball, but very good death bowler. This is a pressure situation for him. If he bowl well, he's got 2 overs to bowl. Amjad Gol. He's done it so many times in his career. He's a match winner in these sort of situations. Alongside him is Sajjad Murshid. Went for the change of pace. Gonna be a wide. Not a great start for Almas. Pressure on everybody. 28 required. Now of 18 deliveries. One good over for any team will make a difference here. Almas. Well, another 2 runs extra. Wide and a bye. It's not good from Almas. Haider Ali, Muhammad Haider, the skipper, just calming himself down. Not easy conditions for the fast bowlers to come in and bowl accurately. So wet ball. to execute those yorkers and variations. Hit hard. Beautifully played. That's going to be a boundary. Sajjad Murshid is a dangerous player. Madoff was up. That's not a great stuff by Almaz. Having Madoff and cover up and bowling full. Well. The tactics. Can't understand. Now he's pushed Madoff back. And the third man comes up. So that means he has to bowl full now. Any room around off stump could be a scoring opportunity. Sajjad Murshid. Oh, this is a mix-up and he missed it. Oh dear. Amjad Gol is not happy. Hesitation there. And Almaz decided to throw the stumps down on the striker end. That was close. "21 required of 16. 8 runs have just come in 2 deliveries. So the pressure, the whole pressure of the run chase has been released in just 2 deliveries from Almaz. Not easy to bowl the 18th over when you haven't bowled throughout the innings. Pressure on him. Slow delivery there. The off cutter. Leg buys. They all count as long as they come. Pacific Group. They would like to finish this game in style and take 2 points. Murshid will be looking to hit the ball hard. That's the way he plays. And he has the ability to hit the ball long way. Couple of good hits. That's all Pacific need now. Nicely bowled. Back of a length. Change up. Dot ball. Importantly, 2 deliveries coming up from Almaz. Third man up in the circle. Was dangerous. It went straight to the fielder. Still they're gonna pick up a single. Last ball of the 18th over coming up. 19 required. Will Amjad Gol find a boundary? Or he works it for 1 and keep the strike? Now square leg coming up. And the third man has gone back. So it's going to be a wide yorker or a length ball wide of off stump. That's the plan to me. Can't afford to come anywhere near the pads. That's the plan. That's beautifully bowled. That bat hit the ground. That's a big shout. Almaz is not happy. drama here at Malik Stadium. The closing stages of this game. That's the replay of the last ball of the last over. No bat there. Not conclusive enough. The bat hit the turf. Okay, sir. Safe हो जाएगा लेकिन आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा. बल्ला नीचे लगा. एक दिन वहाँ पे सीधा फील्ड आओ तो कुछ नहीं आगे करने की बड़ी तरफ आओ. It's Haider Ali who's going to bowl the penultimate over, the 19th over of the game. MCA Master Cup Division 1 game. 19 required of 12 deliveries. Game on here. Could be anybody's game. Murshid hits it hard. And a brilliant catch there in the deep by the substitute fielder Wahab. He's a brilliant fielder and he's taken a blinder. This is magnificent stuff. Wow. That was struck really hard. Murshid goes. 147 over 5 now. Amjad Gol is still there. He's the key man. Rizwan KS comes in, the left-hander. That's the dismissal of Murshid. Shot. Belted it. Hit it hard. What a catch. He jumped. Timed his jump to perfection. That's a brilliant effort there. Not easy to come in as a substitute fielder. These conditions and take a pressure catch. That's outstanding. Haider Ali. He gets the top edge. Another catch, another wicket. Rais Ahmed takes a brilliant catch. Now that man, Haider Ali, you can't keep him out of the game at any stage. He's your go-to man. Picks up another wicket. He's on a hat-trick. And Amjad Gol is on the non-striker end. Drama here at Malik Stadium. What a game we are having. Pacific 6 down now. That brings Zishan Abid on strike. The right-hand wicketkeeper batsman coming down the order. I'm just having a word with him. At one stage, Pacific looked in control. This is a funny old game. Pressure on everybody. He takes a single. That's the way to go. And 48 for 6 now. 9 balls, 18 runs. 3 deliveries to go in this over. 3 deliveries of Haider Ali's spell. Amjad Gol, I feel he's the big fish. He's done it so many times. Can he do it one more time? In the slot, gets the outside edge. That's going to race away. Much needed boundary for Pacific. And Haider Ali is down in disappointment. Well, moving across the stumps. Amjad Gol gets the top edge. He races away. Pass your third man for a boundary. Still 2 more deliveries to go. That's unlucky for 7 districts and unlucky for Haider Ali. But that's the way a game goes. Amjad Ali, 8 ball. Amjad Gol, 8 balls, 14 runs. I'm sure he's going to go after him. He's hit it straight. That's a magnificent blow onto the side screen. And that man Amjad Gol I was talking about. He's done it so many times. He's a terrific striker of the ball. He's got a great temperament and self-belief. And he's a man for big moments. And that shot stunned the whole 7 districts team and Haider Ali. This could be it. Oh, pitching. No shot offered. And the umpire says leg by. There was no shot offered. There's confusion there. 7 districts fielder. They're not amused. That's the replay of the dismissal of Murshid. Great catch there by Wahab. Well, after 19 overs, we are still having some action. 7 runs of 6 deliveries. Amjad Gol. That was a very good delivery. Mix up there. Almas Ayub. He hits the stumps. Now they sneak through. Well. Tension everywhere. Now he's talking to the umpire. That batsman came in his way. Drama here. The closing stages of this game. There's going to be a decision pending. He's gone upstairs. The umpires have been put under pressure. They have to make some tough decisions. The third umpire. Has he run out? Amjad Gol. Stretch. He's in. Amjad Gol has made it. But he would be on the non-striker ends. Now it's going to be Zishan Abid on strike. 5 balls, 6 runs. Still not finished. What a game we are having now. He's made it. Great effort there in the follow through by Almas Ayub, but Amjad Gul. There was confusion between Zishan Abid and Amjad. Now pressure on Zishan and Almas. Can he push for single, get off strike, give it back to Amjad Gul? He helps it. Fine. Over third man for a 6. For 4. My apologies. For a moment, it looked like it's gone for 6. That's a boundary. Bad delivery by Almas. Short and wide. Asking for hit. To be hit there. Should have gone full and straight. Zishan Abid, you little beauty. That's a vital boundary from Zishan. Now 2 more required. Everybody's up in the circle. Two required. 4 deliveries. Again, brilliantly played by Zishan Abid. Finishes off in style for Pacific. That's brilliant batting by Zishan. Not great bowling by Almas Ayub. Short and wide, having third man up. Not great tactics, but what a performance here by Pacific Group. That finishing glimpses provided by Amjad Gul and Zishan Abid. Pacific chasing down 166. 3 balls to spare. Man of the match for tonight. Hassan. Absolutely brilliant innings from him. That set up a victory. A much needed victory for Pacific. MCA Master Cup Division 1. Game number 18. Pacific have cruised to a victory. Exciting win at the end. The post-match presentation will take place in few moments. Till then, stay tuned.
Very warm welcome once again from Malik Stadium. MCA Master Cup Division 1, game number 18 between Pacific Group and 7 districts. This was a nail biter at the end. Pacific Group winning by 4 wickets with 3 balls to spare. And to present the Man of the Match award, I would like to request Sir Mahmood Merchant, a father figure in UAE cricket. Please welcome Mahmood Merchant. And the Man of the Match is going to be Hassan, who played a brilliant inning of 63 of 40 deliveries. And Mahmood Merchant will present the Man of the Match award. The cash prize, absolutely brilliant. Cricket is in his genes. The talent of the young man is showing. He's following the footsteps of his father, Muhammad Nabi, the great Muhammad Nabi. What an innings. Treat to watch him play. Hassan, please have a few words with us. कैसा लगा यहाँ पे खेल के और पिच कैसा खेल रही थी? थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी था.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करना चाहता हूँ कि ऐसा उधर तक में ऐसे अच्छा इनिंग्स खेला. विकेट तो बहुत मुश्किल था, स्पिनर स्पेशली स्पिनर का. तो मैं और अबे बात कर रहे थे एक दूसरे से, तो मैच लंबा लेके जाएंगे, फिर वो हमसे हो गए रन्स.
बहुत अच्छा खेले हैं, ऐसे ही हमें एंटरटेन करते हैं। आपसे बहुत उम्मीदें हैं, इंशाल्लाह फ्यूचर में आप इंटरनेशनल स्टेज पे हमें एंटरटेन करेंगे और ऐसे ही खेलते रहें। ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू इंशाल्लाह।
Well, that was a Hassan, the son of Muhammad Nabi, who entertained us, and brilliant innings from him, 63, which squared the win for Pacific Group. We will join you with the live action tomorrow from Malik Stadium for the game number 19 of Master Cup Division 1. Till then, it's goodbye, good night from Malik Stadium. Thank you.